I'll be there in a second.
Alright, guys.
Yeah. Run it the same as last week.
Let's go.
I might have to not dip early, but go AFK for 5-10 minutes. I ordered some food.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be
I
here in
got
like 20 minutes.
As long as you give me a heads up and let me know if there's any information I wouldn't otherwise know.
Alright. What are we doing for the main thing? Just so I know.
Alright, here. Open up your map. We're gonna be moving down southwest along the MSR to St. Louis. I want the guys to go ahead and clear the primary corridor. They're gonna have resistance on the outer edges, but the primary is gonna be the heaviest. I want our teams to push through here. I want them to plan it out and execute it. And if they do good here, there's gonna be defensive positions set up at the gas station. Insurgents are gonna be holding that, trying to secure supply lines. We're gonna go and attack that. Primarily vehicular assault. I want us to walk it down. Keep an eye on things. You know, have the vehicles suppress as people move up so nobody gets slaughtered.
Right.
And, I mean, hopefully by that point we'll be done. If not, there is L'Arche that we can move to. But, honestly, St. Louis and the gas station will probably run the entire course.
Awesome.
Oh, and St. Do you have an additional 152? We do have Zeus on net.
What net?
7-9.
Crossing.
Jesus. Bar.
Crossing.
Can we not ND? Thank you. Once you guys get to your buildings, start stacking up and getting ready to start clearing.
Alright, let's go ahead, stack up. In the door. Alright. 1 set.
2 set.
3 set.
4 set.
1 breaching. Going left. Got another door to the right.
Pine.
Pulling security.
Looks clear.
1 set.
Fuck every roll you guys cross, just head to the
1 going left.
north.
Breaching.
Alright, Jeffrey, since they got that primary room in, you could push into the back room.
Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of cover so somebody doesn't pass by and just light you up.
Overtime, you're blue sailor, you and I are red.
What do you have on your screen?
Single bridge.
As your
Looks like you got
site?
security.
Let's see. It is
Is that a thermal?
NPAS 13 Golf Victor 1. Light weapon thermal sight.
Oh,
LWTF.
small tail.
Why do you have that?
I don't know.
Before, here, just give me
Hey,
that. I'll
Connor, once you guys are done,
wanna
move
go
to the southwest building.
change it off before we kick off.
I don't know why.
Will do.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Here,
Yeah,
crossword
you got
clear,
the site right
numbers
there on the
coming
ground.
up.
Thank you.
No problem.
On that.
Breaching. Your left's clear, moving in. Clear.
Moving right.
Finally coming out.
I came late, so I don't really know
Door,
what's going
friendly's
on.
coming out.
No, let's close these doors for everybody.
Sweet, do you want any Zeus privileges?
I'm in this.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
I have it, but I'm just pretty much just watching guys, making sure they're not
Feel you want to go through the gate?
Yeah, I know, making
being
sure nobody
brain
gets...
dead.
Yep.
2 set.
Yes, no.
Also, guys, don't forget to practice marking
Let me
buildings.
shut the doors.
And
Yeah,
make sure to
go ahead and shut the
spray paint
doors.
once you're done.
Yep.
Alright, let me shut this door over here. That's already closed.
Zeus, do you want to trade?
On the left.
Yeah, let's have some
Door.
straight spots. We're gonna have.
Northwest clear. That building's clear.
Fine.
2
Three,
friendlies
Sheriff
exiting.
1, 2, and Sheriff will stay 3. Actually, no, Captain Sheriff trade spots with me.
You guys can go ahead and
And
get
then
in the
Clear,
training
moving
too.
southwest.
And
move north.
Saint, if you
could,
want, I
have
can
that
ask Zeus to
two-story
go
over
ahead and
yonder.
drop some targets
Just
for
kidding,
you.
we're moving north.
Mark this
Yeah,
flare.
that'd be cool.
Cover you guys.
Solid.
Cover you guys cross. Sorry, Ryan. Crossing.
Yeah, good.
1-2 actual to Zeus. Over.
Guys coming out.
Bravo team, your second building's
Better for Zeus.
once we're done.
Can we
Just wanna
get
put 'em
some
like,
enemy Vics with no ammo dropped so
No,
my
you guys are
SSO
set.
can practice with them all? Over.
Just like real far out to the west.
Far out to the west?
Yeah.
Will do. Hey, team leaders on channel
Copy
11.
that. He says
Same
just go
thing,
ahead and
better than
put
I
this
guess.
in
It's gonna be
the
a
west.
backup squad frequency, not a main. So 2-5 is still gonna be main squad frequency, alright?
Seems clear. Got another door.
Alright,
That's
so.
it.
Copy that.
Oh, just kidding.
You're not going to want to stack up on the windows, so you're going to try to stack up
I
either
got
back
stairs
here
going.
around this door, and then as you lead this stairwell leads up, so you're not gonna want to go up there and split your team. So you're gonna want to clear the bottom floor over here first. And once you're done, come out and then restack and push up the stairs. But you, stacking up right here on the windows is just gonna have a guy pop out right there and just hose you guys down.
Yeah. And conversely, if you're pushing through the back, this is one of the most dangerous rooms I see on any building because of how open it is. I advise, as opposed to pushing through two guys at once, push through one, wait to hear if there's any shots. Because, that room might be clear, but the street across might not be. And you don't want two guys to go down at once. If he goes down, pop smoke, try and drag him back into cover. It's extraordinarily dangerous.
If you're,
If we can, go ahead and start having these guys do short rooms.
stack up inside this room and just immediately hook in. Don't
gotta
come
change
outside
this.
and stack up on this.
The fuck?
What the fuck was that? Oh, flashbang.
Nope,
guess
that
it's
was
hearing-
No, that was
A lot
a
of people
mall.
going on
balconies.
Is hearing
So,
turned on?
Yeah, I guess so.
Why the fuck is hearing?
This is a 1-2 actual say again. Over.
So what we're gonna have is
And start having you guys do short rooms. There's a lot of two-man balconies.
two short.
Hey guys, put your earplugs in. Apparently it's on.
I just went deaf from that rocket.
Solid copy.
So you heard it.
What's this mean?
Short rooms means just pieing it. Just if you see like a little shed or an obviously clear room like this one. Oh, is pointing off? God dang it! All right,
Yeah.
yeah, the one right in front of us, because it's so clear and it's just real obvious. You would just send in a guy, pie the room, move up, and just watch the balconies and such. You don't necessarily need to peek out on him. If you really want to know what he means, just go ahead and ask him.
Hey Alpha, if you guys are done with that building, you can push southeast to this one story. Short building. Okay, officer, move.
Who's hang behind 1 second?
Apologies, Alpha copies.
This is an
Wonder if we could
official
get up there.
capacity, so it is right to call you by your rank.
All right, what's the situation here, guys?
Nothing. They know how to clear buildings. We're ready to do the live fire.
All right,
Those
have
two
you checked?
buildings right there are the ones we're supposed to do, right, Kelvin?
Yes, you can just rotate through them. If you know a building in
Yeah.
particular, just push
'Cause
past.
this one's like
Hey,
completely
Actual,
stuff.
on 1-1. We need
I don't know
earplugs.
if
The
anybody's
hearing's
going on
on.
with it.
Decided to add an extra.
Okay. Oh, by the way, does everybody here have earplugs? Because apparently sound is enabled.
Yep.
Yep.
Do I? I think no.
If you pulled any of my loadouts, you have earplugs. I never remove them.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to the crate real quick. and just
Yeah,
remove
I'll
this.
have Zeus just
Or we
drop
can get a
Here,
move the crate
here.
over.
Here,
Oh,
Lance,
you
go
got
for it, you
extra
can take
pair
mine.
there?
Oh, yep, there's a box right there,
Probably
guys.
did. I don't.
Can't point.
Oh, there's.
Yep.
oh, stop.
3-4, bearing 3-4.
There's a box in the middle. Hey team, there's a box in the middle of the compound. Go have you guys grab your earplugs, put them in.
That was all of them. I need to go rearm or something.
It's just-
1-2.
so like 50
Keep in mind, you should always keep your earplugs. You never know what the service settings are going to be, and you might not realize it until you're in the middle of the field in an op. Just keep them. They weigh nothing. They take up no space. It's better safe than sorry. Over.
Well, the heat was right on.
Two
So,
friendlies coming out. Two friendlies coming out.
Congrats.
All right, guys. You got to get and do stuff. Look busy.
yeah, some
Guys.
lighting's back on apparently.
Yes, Corporal.
I think it's because yeah, it's probably a heavier rocket. But
Hey, Sailor. Or
All right, so are you guys good with
did
these?
all you guys grab earplugs?
Yep.
Yeah, I got earplugs.
the DP is actually.
Did all you guys grab earplugs?
So you guys are done with this?
Yep.
All right,
And it
if
falls
you want,
short.
let's see.
The heat is the heavier one. So I
Yeah,
don't
just
know
move
if
back to the
we're
airfield for
gonna
now.
Okay.
Probably push in live to town.
Yeah, but the DP
Oh.
only has muzzle velocity.
Yeah.
All you guys grab earplugs?
I see that.
Friendlies.
The HE is probably maybe
Sure, fall.
not bad because it's kind of same muzzle velocity as the heat, but
Heat's sort of where you want to stay at, I guess.
yeah, pretty much.
1-2 actual to Zeus. Over.
Muzzle velocity.
Landed.
Can we get the Cougar copied over so that our guys have the equipment that's loaded into it preserved and have 3, perhaps 4 of those so that all teams have enough space? Over.
Does everyone have earplugs now, sweet?
Yes.
Okay.
We're about to wrap it up. I mean, I don't think there's
Yeah.
much we need.
Yeah,
Sweet, we've done 2 buildings.
most everybody's comfortable with what they got, so rather than trying to make this live with the spacing, we're just going to start the mission.
Hey, teams, head back to the station here by the MRAPs.
Robert, we're gonna head back to the station
Yep.
area.
Make sure you guys are all fitted out. Restock if you need to. Grab your earplugs.
Reduce to 1, 2, you now have 4. Is that enough?
Want
These the new
everything
settings,
in
or
the
they
building?
fuck up the
Juices
template?
1, 2. Solid copy. Yeah, that's more than enough. Over.
We're missing in here, now it's time
Go
to
on.
grab it.
What you got?
They fuck up the template, or is this the new template?
I think the template might have been a little fucked up. I think it's supposed to be the new one, but I don't know. I didn't double check
I'm
the
just
servers.
adjusting something, keep going.
Right on.
Yep.
I just kept earplugs in my kit this whole time.
Yeah, no, same. They take up no space. There's no reason to not use them.
Hey, just stack up back your
I always
formation,
used to
and
have them, but took them out like a week ago.
we're gonna
Don't
run
do
a
it.
briefing. Tell you guys what we're doing, alright?
We'll figure it out.
By the way, 1, 2, your Op 4 is set up
You're
in
taking
single
four.
units.
Solid copy, Zeus. Over.
We're not. No.
I think traditionally you'd be on the left.
I'll be right back, I'm gonna grab some wire real quick.
More, come be my friend.
Alright, one.
Okay.
Alright. If everyone wants to open up your map,
Go yelling. Sweet.
I put
I am
Vicks
on
out
yelling.
there for you to
Wow,
shoot.
you're quiet to me.
Alright, let me
What
whistle.
was that?
Alright.
I said I
Is
put
better?
Vicks out there for you to shoot.
Oh,
Out
Yeah.
to the west.
I
Alright,
shot one of them. Didn't
Oh, okay.
do anything.
open up
What'd
there.
you use?
Your map right here. This is
Um,
the top of the airfield. That's where we are.
I found out that
We're gonna take the main
the
down the
HEDP
road,
rockets, they
and
fall
we're
like
gonna
2
head
or
to
300
St. Louis,
meters
right?
short.
Right here. We're gonna kind of
Yeah.
head down the main MSR. We're gonna clear out the middle town. We're gonna,
Yeah.
from our UAV, our understanding is that there's gonna be heavy resistance in the middle town, light resistance in the outskirts. Once the town is secured, there's a good chance we're gonna get a counterattack from the west
700 meters, so there's no
over
issues
here.
with that, but
So once we do clear town, and the town is clear, then we'll stack
Yeah.
up and put up a defensive posture around this general area facing west. It'll be up to team leaders' discretion. Put up the defense of where they want their teams. As of now, what I'm gonna have you guys do, team leaders, I'm gonna have you do, is you three are gonna work together and set up sectors for that town and where you guys are gonna want to clear. So if you want, like, say for example, you want this to be a sector, or you just want a small little corridor like that to be a sector, it would be up for you three team leaders to decide and coordinate between you three. And then once you guys are done, then you're gonna brief me and Kilborn on what you guys plan to do. All right.
Okay.
What we're gonna do for the MRAPs is we're gonna try to fit 2 teams into the 3. I'm not sure if we will. If not, we'll go to the last team. But for right now, Alpha, you'll be first Vic. You'll be with me. Bravo, you'll be second Vic. And then Charlie, if there's any leftovers, you'll be third Vic. All right.
All right.
All right. You guys have any questions? I'll take that as a no. Team leaders, go off to the side, go plan it, coordinate it, and then come back, and we'll give us a briefing. All right.
Alrighty. So the road seems to kind of divide it quite nicely, and because we have
Harold, fuck off, go farther away, or go and whisper.
Yeah, if you guys need to grab any water, go to the bathroom, this is probably the best time to do it.
I'm gonna drop weight.
Alright, so what? We're not gonna do this train for you guys that are right here, but what we're gonna start doing later on, that from what I've seen from other squads do, is that you designate a single fire team be in charge of manning all the MRAPs. Say for example, I put Charlie team in charge of MRAP duty. That means there are 4 guys. One will be a driver, one will be a gunner. So they'll pretty much split in the buddy team to control the MRAPs, and then they'll run as kind of a mechanized element with us. So, like, you know how we get to towns and we just kind of fuck off and leave the vehicles alone? This gives us kind of a way to use vehicles as a force multiplier like they should be used. So we're not going to do this right now because Johansson's not here and he doesn't do his training. Same time, so next squad train, we're going to drill on this pretty hard. We're going to select a team, and they're going to be just manning the MRAPs, and then we're going to keep doing that for every time we do that, so they get more practice at being in charge of the vehicles. All right.
Yeah, and we're going to work on coordination so that you guys utilize them to the best of your ability. Learn a little bit about placing, find out how to call in fire. It's not anything super formal, but I do want the gunners to be able to have an idea of what the hell they're trying to shoot. Good copy?
Nah.
Right. One sec. Hey, can you work up a QRF? Just in case it's necessary.
Yeah, my
Yes.
pizza's coming.
Nice. Also, good job with the water tank. I just noticed it.
You said water or bathroom. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, no, it works. Well, you could actually use that.
Hey, Gilmore.
Yeah, what's up?
I just checked. My pizza's on the way, so I'm gonna get in the MRAP, and it should probably come in time of driving there, or just as we land.
Yeah, no, that'll work.
I do know. I'm gonna have to go AFK for 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll make it work. All right, Charlie team, do you guys know how to use the vehicle radios?
The what
I
radios? Apologies.
The vehicle mounted radios.
I do, Corporal.
That's good.
I do not. God.
You do not, Smith?
No.
Alright. Here, come with me to one of the MRAPs.
Hey, for any of you guys that don't know how to use the vehicle radios, go follow Kilborn.
Yeah, I'll give you instruction. Alright, y'all know how?
Awesome.
Well, I feel special.
Eh, if you've never used it before, you wouldn't know.
I'm sorry, I was on a phone call, so I didn't hear you.
So everybody.
Oh, I was just asking if they knew how to use the vehicle mounted radios. I assume as a pilot you know?
We'll have a cruise related
well,
Well,
then.
you'll
Okay,
get-
alright, hop in the Vic. Hop in the Vic.
Did the inventory?
Elias, once you're done, come back
Did
here.
the inventory get copied over into these?
Here, let's double check. Does it allow inventory from
shit.
the outside?
No, you gotta get in. I'll check.
I hate that flaw.
looks like generic inventory to me.
Yeah, no rockets in there.
Alright, so you guys up front should have the ability to interact with the vehicle. And it should have
Hey, sweet.
radios, like vehicle mounted radios.
The inventory
it.
Like rack 1, rack 2.
This Vic has
Okay, open up one of those, and one of them should be assigned.
So we should
The
use
other one I think is empty.
this one.
Use the one that has the radio in it. Hover over the radio and open it like you would if you were self-interacting. You can set the radio that way. So generally for convoy net or armor, it's 5-0. For this, we'll probably
I think it's
just run
I think
on
it's just,
1-1.
Like these specific vehicles, like vanilla, you can do it.
So go ahead and set it to 1-1. And then drop out of it.
Can you not
Then
fucking
go back
tell
like you
me?
would try to open it. And if you hover over it, it should give you an option to
Oh my
use.
God.
If you use it, it'll put it in your radio stack like any of your other radios, and you can assign it to a push-to-talk key.
Alright, it's all signed for me.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. That's no.
I believe if these things are set correctly, both the driver and the passenger up front should be able to access those radios. I know in some of them they don't, but ideally they should be able to. That way the passenger can act as a navigator and radio man.
Hey, Gilbert, can you expedite that, please?
Solid copy. Alright, you guys good?
Let me.
Yeah. If you want to go ahead and radio in, just Vic test.
Did you get briefed yet?
What would
Yeah,
the
we're-
alternate be?
What do you mean alternate?
Like how do I broadcast? It's not.
Oh, if you have it in use and you have it bound to a push to talk. So once you get it in your radios list, hover over it, and it should have like bind to multi PTT or something like that. It's yeah, it's let me see. Yeah, it's bind multi PTT, and that's how you would bind it to a push to talk key. And then if you go to your options, you should be able to see it. I think it's like caps, control caps, or something like that by default. All right, hopping out.
Pick 4 signing in on convoy net. Radio check, over.
Name of Charlie.
Roger that.
Vehicle check 1-1.
Yep,
Charlie 1-1.
I got you. All right.
They're trying out the radios.
Yeah, I was
1-1 is
teaching
not
them how to do it.
available, but
Civilians
it's
in
fine.
town.
They wanted.
Oh, hot micing. Somebody's hot micing. Smith, I think you were hot miking
Alright.
because it stopped when you got out.
Alright.
Oh. My bad.
So,
Team leaders go to yelling. They went up, open up your maps.
alright, so essentially what we're doing is we will be coming in from the east along this road, and you see the appropriate sectors. Each team will be taking one of those sectors. So Alpha and Alpha, and so on and so forth. Bravo, you'll be responsible for the northwest. I'm sorry, Charlie, you'll be responsible for the northwestern part of the town by yourself. And Alpha will take that extraneous compound, and once Bravo has cleared their sector, they'll link up together and clear the southeastern part. Now, if we find that one part is much denser than expected, we can still shift teams accordingly. Questions?
Yes. Isn't Charlie designated as the vehicle team for this training?
I thought we were doing that next
I
training.
don't know.
No,
We
we're
weren't
gonna
told.
just roll without the MRAPs at this training because we're going door to door. So I told him earlier. Clear compound for squad training. We'll start going for that. Because we want Joe Hansen here to do the training, but he's not here because he decided to fuck off and make his own time.
All right.
So.
I mean, as long as you guys know what you're doing, that's fine. Just let me know. All right.
Yeah.
So it sounds good. It does look like Charlie's sector is a little big. Keep in mind exactly how long it can take a team to move through those buildings. Factor in, the chance that somebody's going to have casualties that they got to address. You're only 4-man teams, and that's just for this. Typically, in an op, you're not going to have that option. You'll have 3-man teams. So try and keep it a bit tighter. Maybe all of you take the big corridor.
Pizza guys.
You can swing by, clear Alpha and Bravo, and push across into Charlie. It just makes it so that if one team comes under fire, another team can move up to support without having to go all the way across town.
So basically, go in through. Hang on 1 second, Lieutenant. So basically, go in through Charlie, kind of come down from the north, move into Bravo, and then have Alpha go off to that extraneous compound, and then keep going.
Yes. Just try and stay close together. You want to have, the ability to support each other. If you're that spread out, it's very easy. Charlie could move up here. There could be 10 guys in this room. Nobody clears it properly, or it's too much for one man to clear himself, and suddenly you have casualties. Or it can happen where O'Connor walks into a room and he gets completely slaughtered again.
Yeah.
So you want to always keep in mind that you want to have more than you need whenever possible, because it's very likely you're going to have less when it comes down to it.
Alright, fair enough. So we want to modify to that Sanderson O'Connor.
Yeah. This compound up here, Alphas, that's fairly fine for a fire team of his size, but you would want Bravo to be here to keep an eye out. They could cover them as they're moving up, and they could respond if they come under fire and get pinned.
Alright.
Yeah, what you have here, the movement, not bad. That works fine. Just try to stay tighter. Otherwise, you can get, defeated in detail.
Mm-hmm.
Right, just go over that, see what you can make work. LT, you have a question?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you could go to your map, Harold, and try self-interact and then publish. I'm not sure if I'm seeing all of the sector lines or anything like that.
Oh, here. Yeah, that's
I'm on group.
Yeah.
This should be just for group.
Yeah, you're in the group, Lieutenant, so it should be fine. If you swap to it, it'll make it pop.
O'Connor.
I can see the MSRs and the dots and the arrows. If you had any other markings than that, I'm not seeing them.
Ooh, that's strange.
Is it because he joined the group late?
Late, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe try leaving and then joining the group again. I don't know.
Or just that's why I say publish map.
I've never seen publish map on any of it.
No. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know how to do
Disregard.
that.
No worries.
Alrighty.
So do you want us to take a second and redraw that, or what?
Yeah. So.
I mean, you can.
I mean, it's not exactly changing much in terms of drawing. I think what we could just change it to is like the sectors will ultimately stay the same. It's just the way we move through them. So we could just have the teams go through that circle go. That first comp.
Okay, so
first compound.
We can pull up our vehicles behind this compound and then get out over here. So
Come out over here.
Charlie can hold the north side of the MSR Bravo can move into here. Bravo and Alpha can move into here, and then Alpha will break off and clear that.
Yeah,
and then
it's
we'll
basically
regroup.
it's just a series of breaking off. So whole team, the Alpha and Bravo break off, then Alpha and Bravo clear this, and then Alpha breaks off. And then we should be able to reconvene. And then once all of these are clear, it should be pretty fair for teams to clear. And then of course we can still adjust as needed.
Do you have any rough sectors for these areas in case you cannot come together so easily? Remember, ideally you want to be able to regroup or get in communication with each other, but if you're under assault, it might not always be an option. So it's better to have a rough idea that people can work in. Give them a framework.
Okay. Sorry, are you saying within the sectors or what?
Yeah,
like,
past the phase lines.
Circles like this. Bam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Give them an idea, something they can work with, something they can reference. Maybe
Well,
for
I
the
had
smaller
them all
areas,
circled
give them
earlier.
designations. Reese, what's your question?
What's Alpha supposed to do after they clear that small compound? Should they go help Charlie?
We're gonna regroup with Bravo and clear the rest of the southern side of MSR.
Yep.
Well, sounds like a plan.
Alright.
Oh, I'm mismarking these other sectors. Give me a second.
Yep.
There you go.
I'll delete.
I misspelled it, damn it.
They're all circled.
And I think we lost Jamal.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed. Whose team was he on? Right. Cool, so you got those marked. Are you going to mark the buildings with numbers or anything like that? Or are you just going to push through them? Just call out general cardinal directions.
I think
We can mark the compounds as a whole with a number.
Numbering seems kind of
It does, but
intense.
it is. But right now, or doing an ORP, when the leaders are taking a peek at things, that's when you can mark it out. And it makes it easier if you need, somebody to come and support at, this particular building. It's much easier for people to know. It doesn't have to be on everyone, but if it's within, like, a small group of buildings, it gives them an area to check out.
I like that.
And you can call in if you see anything like, emplacements, any kind of defenses. If you see anything that looks like it's going to be hard to hit. Yeah, exactly like that. Just general areas. There you go.
Alright, so people just need to make sure that when they're saying their number, they need to specify the sector.
Yes. If you're saying something's clear, go ahead and give it the location. If you're coming under fire, if you spot enemies, go ahead and give it. Just give us a good view of the battlefield.
Alright.
Right, if you guys are all set, then go ahead and mount up.
Alright, Alpha, let's step up.
Alright, Bravo, let's go.
So you got driver, Berdine, you got gun.
Alright, Charlie, let's go.
Hey, Kilbor, I got front Vic.
Yeah, solid. I'll get rear
We're gonna have
with Charlie.
Captain Sheriff, you were my AR,
Oh,
right?
you guys,
Here's what we're
the
gonna do.
third Vic right here is
was
fine.
my
Who's the
AR.
driver?
Hey, Oos, you'll go ahead and be a gunner.
I can
That's a
drive
bad
if you
idea.
want.
We're
Harold.
gonna... Why?
Alright, yeah.
Alright, Jeffrey's just on it.
There's some. Yeah, Jeffrey's
Then
is driver.
Sheriff, you will be driving.
Go ahead, get gunner there.
All teams, once you're in the
Smith.
vehicles, make
Okay.
sure the convoy net is set to 1-1. I'll copy. Over.
Oh, I'm in gunner. God damn it. Hold on.
Yes, I
Captain
got
Sheriff.
Vic 1.
Alright, I'm in
I'll just count
passenger.
for you.
Convoy
Gunner's
net
there.
is
Alright,
1-1.
sounds good.
Why you gotta
I'll just focus
Alright.
on
platoon that,
Charlie,
though?
we all in this vehicle?
We don't want to
Bro,
fucking
you wanna
side drive this channel 50.
Paul and
Jeffrey.
Something better.
Alright, we're on.
Bravo's all loaded.
Yep. And
Just something dumb,
Vicky
not slow.
next to
That
me.
would be Sanderson.
Kilborn's in.
Front Vic's all loaded, ready to go.
Alright, are you guys ready to go, Charlie?
Charlie's all ready to go.
Alright.
Hey, Jefferson.
Alright, this is Vic.
Right, all
Rockets,
Vic's
so
ready to
let's
go.
keep that in mind.
Alright.
You're
Right.
on convoy net, yeah?
Yep,
Yep.
1-1.
Alright.
You're good to go.
Alright,
Yep.
let's set up straight. We're
Vic
gonna
1, stepping off.
runway there. Yep, you're Vic 1.
Vic 2, stepping off.
Just be following them.
Vic 3, stepping off.
Okay.
I thought we still had that 4th Vic. Oh well. It is what it is.
It's mainly it was a backup Vic. I didn't know if we could all fit in these. I don't know their numbers by heart. And last time we did have a Delta team, so.
Sweet. Did we ever
Oh,
get
yeah,
a full
congrats
answer
on you
to
guys
civilian
doing 1-3,
presence
by
in
the way.
town?
I believe there's a decent chance there might be some. Wash your fire.
Alright. Hey, Charlie, you guys looked at the map, right? You saw how I had those yellow arrows?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it's
Confirm.
gonna be like our base of movement, how we move through the compounds to pull security.
Vic 1, setting the speed at 5-0.
To move on towards their next sectors, okay?
All teams be
Vic 2,
advised.
thanks,
Word
Vic
from
5-0.
on high, there are no civilians in town. How copy?
Last
Over.
Vic, 5-0. Copy.
Solid copy, over.
Oscar copies.
Smash that gate, huh?
If anybody manages to flip these Vics, I will be both impressed and ashamed.
What's up with all that those spools and shit?
Oh, that's
Constantine
what
Wire.
1-1
left.
uses for drills. You push up to the
Vic 2 on the
construction
right.
site.
What?
Say again?
I couldn't hear you, Kilborn, sorry.
That's what
Looks like
1-1
a-
uses for drill.
Yeah, it looks like a fire maneuver
Oh.
or a obstacle course.
Yeah, you bound into cover at the spools, then the teams will bound in, and then those HESCOs act as city streets.
Oh, okay.
Then the teams will push in and clear the construction site.
Wait, why don't they actually go to or is that for dry fire?
It's dry fire.
Oh, okay.
We don't typically do drill for that because the amount of times I've had to clear construction site, I can probably count on one hand and have fingers left over. It's an extremely wide building. Most of the time, if we do
Vic
that, we're
1,
going as a
turning
squad.
right.
But
if you're a butcher, and
Vic
you
2,
have
hanging right.
fewer fingers.
yeah, fair point.
Last Vic, hanging right.
I have enough fingers. I think I could spare one there too.
Cabinet makers too.
Oh, Fagin made it. Nice.
Huh, dang it.
I thought it was too elevated in his J-Tech position.
Oh, we're almost there. Not bad.
Actually, it's great that Fagin connected. He can take Jamal's place.
Viable asset.
2 full stop.
Guys, contacts front in the street.
Keep moving, keep moving. Get to the dismount point.
There's my hearing.
Guy got earplugs.
Vic 2, hanging right.
Alright, guys, Herringbone, do not get right up their ass. If you need to, pull into a compound. There's some walls.
Vehicles head north into the small compound.
North to the compound.
Copy, switching north.
Vic 2, coming through.
Vehicles, we're gonna push through this wall and drive up to the main town. We do not want to run across the open field.
Follow the first Vic.
Yeah, perfect. Knock down the wall, push up to the next wall.
Yeah, try and maintain spacing. If an RPG hit that guy, we'd be hit with collateral blast. So,
Vic 2 crossing.
Yeah,
maintain spacing at all times.
that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I know that was a little bit of a pinch, but
Hey, make sure you guys are on yelling as well.
Ah, yes. There you go.
yeah. I wish these things had
Don't wanna
intercoms.
forget. Alright guys, when we dismount, we're going to the left around the guys, alright?
Make sure you let the other teams know.
Teams dismount MRAPs.
Take 3 dismounting.
Interesting combo you got there, Saint. Suppress over the mods.
Charlie, follow me to the north.
So, you can blame.
Charlie's gonna flank around the north and reach into that compound. Yeah.
Copy. Bravo will move with Alpha through this main wall of the compound.
Remember, Sweet, just take the bitch all the way up the air. You can do a manual takeoff. That way it doesn't get hit by AI, but go all the way up. Just provide broad overview. Just leave that thing up there.
Alpha will lead, Bravo follow.
All we need is a snapshot.
The closest
I know.
I know, I know.
Alright, we'll just follow you, lead them.
If you want to send two of you guys to clear out the shack on the left as we come in, that'd be great. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. Move around the wall, we're gonna clear the shack.
Covering. Go around.
Taking fire from the south. What are you gonna do?
Front's behind you.
No! Those monsters!
Reaching left. Another door. Right.
See anything?
Alpha Bravo's moving to the slightly more western part of the town to clear the building.
What team did we have Jamal on? He was on Alpha, right?
All teams, this is Oscar. I do not believe there's any vehicles in the town at this time.
Yeah, he'll just swap for Jamal. It's Fagan. Are you gonna drop him right here?
Who?
Or who's gonna be TPing him? Is it gonna be you or
Fagan?
DLT? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There you go, Fagan. Alpha is just west. Do you have your radio set up?
Butterflies for you.
Oh, Fagan, I'm not hearing you. Is your
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, am I in Alpha?
Affirmative. You're gonna be reporting to Sanderson.
Okay.
Saint, Sweet, can you cover us if we were moving this courtyard in front of you?
Alright.
We got you.
Yeah, what up?
Where's Alpha?
They're on the other side of this
Southwest.
compound.
See the obvious issue.
Yeah, I do.
guy?
That's exactly what I was gonna address.
Just put him here.
Hey guys, try and space it out a little bit more here. This is a little tight. You can go ahead and shift them around the buildings outside the compound.
Alpha, we can move into this little courtyard area in front of us south and clear it.
That be advised, we're taking contact from the southeast.
Yeah, Sweet. Help me keep an eye on their spacing and stuff. I want them to be close to support, but they don't have to be, you know, up each other's butt.
345.
Charlie, the actual coming over.
Robert, we're gonna go ahead and move south in this
Actually,
little
this is
compound,
Charlie. Charlie, this is
courtyard
actual.
area
Send
in
it.
front of us.
Actual, we got one-time civilian restrained. You want this? Oh,
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Is the window far?
You want us to do anything with him, or just leave him here?
Here. I'd say we just put him in like one of these buildings.
Let's keep wrapping around.
Just mark it up.
Around this it's way too open to push through.
Yeah.
Him firing?
So I'll go ahead and move him. You guys just keep pushing.
We'll push.
Yep. All teams be advised have found civilians in town. Intel might be wrong, so watch HE. How copy? Over.
There was a contact.
Here, copy.
Building, but he's dead now. Other than that, all clear.
Alright, we're gonna push on to that next compound. A little corner there. I'm gonna mark
I
this.
cover this out. I can cover this corridor.
Are you referring to combat 2?
Teams, once the area is clear, be sure to mark it.
Okay.
Marked our area.
We're moving to compound 2, correct?
We got contact
Yep,
southeast,
compound two.
front side of town.
Crossing.
Crossing.
We got friendlies in here.
Crossing.
I'll stick next to you, Saint.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Looks like our friendlies are clearing this compound. Yeah.
The hell are you doing?
What?
The hell is that loadout?
I don't know.
Just gonna take compound 4.
I'll have to write that down.
Not three.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
well, I
Just-
have a negative
you're-
trigger.
I'm DMR. What do you mean?
compound.
If you're
two.
DMR, you
Bravo
can't
pushing
carry the
southwest
laws. That's
to
how
the
it
building
works.
with scaffolding on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll write it down somewhere.
just
in
pop
case.
off the.
Uh-oh.
Here,
Alright,
just give me that sight. I'll hand you my RMR and just pop off the suppressor.
I got a. I have a red or hollow. So.
I'll
Alright,
make
that's
sure
fine.
to write that down somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair,
was
Gunny, we don't have
unmentioned,
official
so-
documentation on this stuff.
Yeah, that's why I said all.
That's true.
No, I'm
Yeah.
fine. You guys are fine. I just saw that. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I thought you'd say something. It was only a matter of time.
Well,
I'll write that down somewhere for you.
yeah. Well, I mean, Jeffrey somehow had a thermal earlier, so I gave him my RMR at the time. I was just like, how'd you even get that? Alright, I'm gonna move past this a
Good
little
shot,
tight.
Actually, be advised, Swede is KIA.
Solid copy. Oscar is down. Over.
One down. More across there.
All doing to me.
Bravo.
All teams be advised, eyes on hostages in town, so watch your fire. Over.
Are you able to?
He's down.
Alright, Alpha, we're gonna move west, clear the 5 compound.
From Karen, are you able to watch that road? We're gonna move over. Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Barber's gonna go ahead and go south into the construction site area and clear that.
Ready?
Rest of Alpha, peel out of that building and start heading west. North, on the north side of the buildings.
Crossing.
7. Alpha over here.
Sheriff Karen, go ahead and cross.
Are you guys on net?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck, those are on that.
Crossing.
Let's clear this then. Let's go left. Got this construction building here.
Bruce, do you see anything around the corner?
Fagan, Berdine, you got it. I'll take security with Sailor.
I'm on you, Saint. You got anything?
No, clear over here.
Oh god, do we have regular stamina?
Probably. I'm fucked up.
Friendly's here, friendly's here. Taking fire, southwest.
Oh!
Copy.
You guys good? Good.
Yeah, we're good at the moment.
I'm good.
Right.
Where? You coming out?
Team leaders, don't forget, you can communicate with each other and coordinate fire. Over.
Man, I fucking.
Alright, Alpha's gonna move and clear Bravo 2.
I'm so fucked up.
What's happening, Saint?
I just want to get rid of some of this weight. This stamina's fucking my aim.
I know it.
Yeah, hey,
Alright.
how are you guys on health?
Alpha, we're gonna move.
Charlie's moving on
Taking
compound
fire
area number 4
south, southwest?
in Charlie
Oh,
sector.
I see him. He's down the
Alright,
fucking
let's
alleyway
go.
here.
Contact down.
Yeah, copy that.
We're moving southeast to sector 2. Bravo.
Team leaders, ace report.
Karen, pull off that. Bravo Ace.
Alpha's green.
Going in?
Bravo Ace report.
Coming through it.
I'm good.
Good on you?
Good, good.
Bravo green.
Is man clean
Mark following in.
Charlie, Ace report, green across the board.
Go ahead.
Fagan.
Over.
Solid copy on ace report. 1-2 actual out.
Whoa.
What's that?
Oh, Jesus, that sounded heavy as fuck.
Building in this building.
One coming up.
I'm with you, Fagan.
That guy dead?
Down across.
Alright then.
Friendly coming in. Friendly
Bravo
coming
has
in.
1 KIA.
Alright. I know you guys like to hold the line here, but have some people pass by. You don't all need to be in one room. One frag will fuck you.
Alpha moving there.
Stop back.
Building clear bust.
Yeah, but that, mark it. Sailor with me, let's go to this section, or this hut. 1, right?
Get eyes on Fagan.
There's a guy right there.
Keep moving southwest.
Bearing.
Playing chicken with him. Come here, fucker.
Yeah, friendly's on our
Alright.
southwest, watch that.
You get him?
Contacts. Second story. Dead.
Is there one in the garage or right beside it?
Yeah, there's one right here, I think.
God
None in the garage.
Solid copy. How about this house that I'm right next to? Is it clear?
We're gonna go through the garage and on the other side.
Alpha, we're gonna go ahead and move east and clear those little 2 buildings over there. Copy.
Copy that, we're moving southwest.
Right.
Can we clear this build?
Yep, go ahead.
Hey, Birdine, can you come here?
Push.
We are,
Civilian?
Civilian.
Going in. Clear.
All right, building clear. Civilians.
Clear.
Archer 1-2, this is Oscar, checking back on.
Lima Charlie Oscar. Bravo, can I have you double back through the areas cleared and grab the civilians and consolidate them? Over.
Copy, where's the location again?
Northern sector of Charlie. Just push back through the areas we cleared.
Copy that.
There you go. Oh, yep, hold. I got him.
He's down.
Yep.
Alright, keep moving.
What's that?
Moving, deal with civilians.
Yeah, that was Charlie sector, wasn't it?
Team leaders, give me a
Yes, it
east
was.
report when you got a minute.
Yeah, let's take them to the construction site.
Alright.
Bravo team, take civilians to the construction site at grid ref 072089. How copy? Over.
Say again on that grid. Right.
Grid ref is 072 break 089. How copy? It's right over here, Harold. This construction site.
Oh, copy. Where are the civilians?
Cover me. Cover me, I'm lacrosse.
Advice, Bravo, they're kind of spread out through
Yeah.
the building. I don't know if anyone marked them over.
Yeah, the civilians are just kind of spread out everywhere. So I want you guys to just, when you find them, take them to that construction site. We'll get them mounted up at some point and take them back to base. Or if you guys get a good load, have one of your guys pull off and just return them to the airfield.
Charlie. Ace reports green across the board. We have one civilian. Bring them to you so you guys can put them where you want them. We're going to continue clearing Sector 5.
Captain Sheriff, can you grab him? We'll cover him as you take him across.
I got him.
Got it. Covering you.
Where we heading?
Construction site across the street.
Copy, across the street. Crossing. Crossing.
Crossing.
Oscar's copy is your last, Charlie.
Alright, let me go. And
Oh, welcome back, Oost.
Alpha, it's report green.
smoke out. Gunny got killed.
Alright.
Oscar copy is your last.
He was
Alpha.
clearing buildings and shit, Copeland.
Huh?
He was clearing buildings and shit.
On Oot.
Who
we're
is?
Gonna go ahead and cross back.
I don't know. Somebody's flying through them because I keep finding bodies.
Yeah, alright, we're gonna go ahead and find
Probably
clear a
Alpha.
sector that we need to go clear. Alright then, Bravo, we're gonna cross care and cover.
Hey, cross the street over here. If you got
Crossing.
civilians, take them, alright?
Yep. Crossing.
Bravo, cross.
Actual lacrosse.
We got 2 civvies down this alley with Alpha team.
Copy that. Bravo, let's go.
Alpha sit rep over. Got a civvy in the building down this alleyway.
God damn it, we just crossed.
Yeah, no, I think I put him in there.
Alright then.
Here, let me just.
Sheriff.
I got a civvy over here southwest.
Oh, we're gonna deal with this one first. Where is he? Over there. Alright. Oos,
Point,
Karen.
but I can't.
Yeah, I get Oos, Karen. Go ahead and go up there and grab him. Sheriff and I will cover you. Sheriff on me.
On you.
Alright. Sheriff, watch right. I'll watch left.
Was your stamina fucked?
Yeah, it's on. I think it's on vanilla, or on ace stamina. The settings are kind of wonky right now.
Push it past, push it past.
Actually
Take it
pushing
back
through.
to construction.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, pull off this.
I'm trying to.
Grab the guy on the rooftop. Or not the rooftop, but the balcony.
Yeah.
Karen, you want to go grab him?
I ought to be.
Yeah, I'm on your 6, Karen.
Yep.
On you.
Right. Breaching. Door closed right.
Breaching. Clear. On up.
Watching rear.
Clear. Opening. Fuck.
Second front.
Yeah, just take a little peek.
It's out of shape right now, my lord.
Is it because you're heavy?
Yeah.
Shots fired. West. Alpha, sit rep. Over. Oh, taking fire. Push.
Buddy. Hey, friendly's all out.
Nope.
Negative.
Last friendly coming out. I'm out. Yeah, we're taking fire.
We're currently in Foxtrot 2. We'll push back up north, over.
Charlie, give me a set rep. Where are you guys at?
Charlie's currently in Charlie, Group 5, where sit rep is green across the board.
Alright, we're gonna keep moving through this. You can drop it if you want.
Solid copy, Alpha. Over.
Alright, then we're gonna,
I can't see any of the map markings. Flows.
Oh, wait, you can't?
So I had to disconnect, so...
Bravo, have you cleared the Alpha mark on map?
The box, I accidentally moved it instead of going into it.
Oh, jeez.
And then I couldn't move, so I had to disconnect.
Say again, Alpha?
Yeah, solid.
Are you able to
Yeah,
clear the
Foxtrot
Alpha
is the
compound
area
on map?
just down across the MSR that's
Yeah, we
heading
clear.
north to south.
We'll push back up to Bravo.
Take your guys and keep pushing.
We were gonna go clear the Alpha compound because it hasn't been done yet.
Let me see.
Alright,
Oh, yeah. Eyes on. I would recommend just grabbing one of the MRAPs, clear it, and then grab the civvies and run them to a safe area out of town.
Alright,
Maybe just put them in Alpha.
Yo,
have
why?
the MRAP
Just
location not
fucking lead
changed?
the civvies. Finish this down.
I mean, we can, but
Yeah, I think trying to fucking wrangle the civvies is gonna take way too much time and effort.
alright.
So
Yeah, we'll just new standing order.
Because I mean,
Make sure the civvies are secure.
Yeah.
Keep them out of Windows sight, and push through.
hey, bro, keep pushing.
we don't
One man
need to
left.
bring them back here.
Negative.
Yeah.
Just make sure they're not in an area where they're gonna get shot through a window on accident.
Alright, then we're gonna keep pushing through this area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shove them
yeah,
in
do
closets and stuff.
Alright then, bro. As it was, we're gonna keep moving through here.
What? What just happened? Why is everything dropped here?
Charlie's moving on compound 6 of Charlie sector.
Damn it, Oost, you're not supposed to do that.
Kill
Well,
one.
the server settings aren't supposed to be fucked.
Yeah, what you got?
We're 7 minutes past train time, so that's why I'm just trying to expedite them. We're gonna run like an hour past train if we fucking wrangle to civvies.
Fair point. Good eye on the time.
Speed up on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll make it work.
Charlie, are you guys on the northwest side of the main MSR?
Yeah, we cleared all 3 here.
Yeah, it's gonna be affirmative. We're on the northwest side in Charlie
But we
sector,
didn't push north.
compound area number
They-
6.
If you guys know what areas you
Copy
clear,
that.
go
Oscar's
ahead and
in
just
position.
mark
Head down.
those in green.
Roger that, Oscar.
Okay.
Charlie, which sectors have you cleared on the northwestern part of town?
So far, we're almost done clearing Charlie sector.
Yeah, guys, split up, go into like
Yeah,
different
keep
houses.
pushing through and
Somebody can
clear
hold the
Echo
courtyard.
Hotel and
Everybody
India.
else just try and get a little away.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Have you done any of them?
Harold, you might want to get out of the giant entryway.
Does it say that? I'll be on the second story looking at.
Yep.
Charlie, just make sure you have not cleared Echo Hotel or India.
We have not pushed out of Charlie yet. Copy.
Alright, I think all we're missing.
Yeah,
never
we
mind,
cleared
we
the
got-
northwestern because Charlie didn't. Alright, whatever.
They're still in
Um,
Charlie, so.
Yeah, we still gotta clear that compound. Alpha's gonna go take the
wanna take the
Foxtrot 3 compound.
Alright,
And
you wanna
then
take-
all of the south side of the ASR is gonna be clear.
Can one of you guys take Echo and rally up with
Hang on,
Charlie? start pushing them.
Charlie can take, because Charlie sector is clear. Charlie can take Echo. We will take Hotel. Charlie and Bravo will fucking link up and we'll go clear India.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna need either
Alright,
Alpha
then
or
push.
Bravo to come on the northwest side of town. They got way more buildings and they need help clearing.
Copy, we're inbound.
Alright. We're gonna go clear that,
Charlie team, can you clear Echo? Bravo will move to Hotel and clear it, and then we'll link up to clear India. How copy?
Birdie, you good?
Yeah.
Alright. Alpha's dead ahead. Oh, Oost, yeah, just put him in a building. Make sure he's not in a line of sight to get slaughtered. I mean, sure. Okay.
Kilborn, you can hear where we're
Solid
right?
copy.
Yes,
Charlie will move
yeah,
on to
I hear
Echo.
you over squad net. Why? Who's not able to hear you?
Okay, O'Connor's taking a few seconds to respond.
Well, also keep in mind,
doing here?
depending on line of sight, he could be not hearing you at all.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted one of you guys to go and rally with him.
Clear Hotel sector. Yeah, we're gonna rally once they've cleared Echo.
Yeah, solid.
Hey, Bravo.
Our boys.
I'm gonna mark Charlie's position with green smoke. This is where we're gonna be. Yeah. Alpha, proceed with clearing your side of the southern side of the town. We're gonna try to catch up to you guys on the northern side of the town. How copy?
That does not copy, standby.
Link up once Charlie's clear Echo and Bravo is clear Hotel.
He's moving into Echo.
Alright, we're gonna move into Hotel. Got it? Moving to Hotel. I see one. Where the fuck did these get? Karen, News, come back over here.
You're using the radio right, Harold.
Alright. So we're gonna move over to where basically that white corner house is, and that's our sector clear. Got it? First, we're gonna move through this building.
Right.
So go into where,
Don't-
Sheriff cover, Karen, Oos, cross over to that stone wall in front of us. We'll cover.
Remember, if you're talking about it, don't be in the down the main road. Go through alleyways, and if you're planning,
what
just
we're
get in the
doing.
courtyard.
Bravo Alpha, we've
I'm just
cleared
pointing.
Foxtrot 3. Time now moving to Golf 1 to push up through India. Over.
Alright, Sheriff, let's go.
Yep.
Alright, on you.
I thought you did this thing where you like kind of lifted yourself to look over the wall and you step back down and you step on the radio.
Jesus.
Well, Oos is having an aneurysm. We're gonna keep going. Keep moving this way.
I gotta link up with Charlie. I don't know what the hell's going on with them.
There's a lot of micromanaging.
Well, I want them to be able to coordinate with each other. That's the thing.
Oh no, the coordination between the you're good. I'm saying like
Hey, Birdine?
there, I'm just like
Your
go up
team's
to that
back
brick
here,
wall
push
and
up to
you know.
Golf.
Yeah.
Wait for me to tell you the next time.
Yeah. Well, we'll get them done on it. Right now, the micromanagement isn't too bad because it gets it polished. Once it gets up to a certain standard, that's when you stop micromanaging. People should know what to do.
Yeah, he's new. I know.
Mhm.
Follow the obvious.
Yeah. Well, the main thing I have is don't plan. Don't just sit and talk in a hot zone generally.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, don't do
there.
yeah, don't do it on the MSR. Get in the courtyard. Set up security. You can yell.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it's something I'm going to address because I don't mind the talking, but move, keep security. Don't let a machine gunner move to a window, get a pin on you, and then just kill everybody.
Well, especially in the mountains.
O'Connor, southern buildings already got ran through. You're good. Just keep clearing out those northwest sectors.
Not teaching you anything.
Yeah, well,
You know, if you're sitting here talking in a group, and I know the AI isn't realistically going to attack you, but get attacked, you're stopping yourself.
Well, see, that's when you should come in.
Actual, this is Oscar. Do you copy?
Oscar, this is actual. Send traffic. Over.
Did one of our teams go grab an MRAP? Is that what I heard?
Actual has had no knowledge of that at this time. Over. Alright, I'm gonna have to...
Copy. Well, we got some vehicle driving around town.
Alright, I'm gonna double check, make sure somebody didn't fuck off without letting people know. I gave them 152s so they could communicate through this shit.
You guys have audio on a bit?
I don't see anyone doing by themselves.
Oscar had audio on.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's...
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not...
side of town. They just randomly fucked off to it.
It was kind of like center of town. I don't know. It was
No, I mean...
Hold on.
sounded like it was coming southwest.
Yeah, I don't see...
Oh, that give me updates
are any
if you have
still
them.
people?
and O'Connor are sort
We'll
of
go out.
Yeah, Jeffries and Dickey are at some compound super far off, up to the.
Oh yeah, that should be Alpha. Wait,
Alpha
one.
has 2 people.
No, Sector Alpha. No, they're not there.
Contact north.
Alright.
North.
Oh,
I'm
they're
being
shooting.
mean.
I think they might be shooting at Jeffries and Dickey.
I think they might be. Hold on.
No. It's
No,
fine.
I want to let this play out. I want to see if anybody can catch it in time.
I spawned out an enemy.
Okay.
It's not a friendly fire zone.
All right. Oh, that's right. This area, like, I'm not gonna see everything because it has to be added. Cause
Yeah,
I'm
go
just
use
randomly.
utility and add them.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to see if O'Connor shoots up Dickey and Jeffries here.
Yeah.
No, they're moving down.
Yeah. Somebody is invisible to me right now.
There's a few people that showed up later that were invisible to me.
Yeah. Here.
Here, I'll add them so that you can see them.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's because you fucking one person's added something.
All teams, once you guys clear sectors, looking in the western facing formation.
But like the range
for enemy counterattack. How copy?
Yeah, that's what I tend to do.
Copy.
Yeah. Then it'll show up the enemy.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna get on them about this. I gave them 152s just so they could have clear communications without fuck-ups. Because I wanted them to learn to do it, and I figure, start off without having to worry about buildings in the way. But they're not using them. They're using the 343s, which are garbage.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yep.
Blow them up, or?
Yeah, if you want to make standard 152s for squad net, I'm all for that. I've always thought that the 343s for squad net is just not enough.
Yeah, no. If you can push it so that we can have a squad net be on 152, I will take that in a heartbeat because we have a lot of channels on there that aren't used.
By friendlies in India.
Use any of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to have that. It would make my life a lot easier. Fireteam 343s is fine, but the amount of times we've gotten screwed by 343s in terrain, some terrain makes sense. Other terrain though, I've had it where it completely fucked with it because of the engine limitations. Like I know it has trouble in brush, but some of these bushes are really thin, but they still count as like a full object blocking it, so it'll completely fuck it over.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, no, if we could get squad level 152s, that would make it so much easier, and it would give us a little bit more range.
I'm looking at the acre radio plan right now.
Teams, let me know when you are in a defensive posture, right?
Yes. Okay, so yeah, it's O'Connor and Dickey and Smith, and I'm not hearing them talk at all on the radio. Hold up, let me ask.
Alpha, get on the other side of the main MSR. Hold that side. The other two teams are going to be on the northwest side. How copy? Do that. We'll push and hold calls.
Charlie, this is actual. Sit rep, over.
Green currently clearing out compound area 1 on hotel.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah, you can basically use 2 through 9 for whatever you want. These are MEU TAC.
That's right, I forgot about those channels.
So 2 through 9.
Bravo set up.
Oh, jeez. That was
Take cover, rockets.
Alright, so yeah, I see. It looks like. Alright, I'm gonna have to talk to O'Connor about making sure he has attack on his guys at all times. Ooh, Moore, you are a brave man.
Charlie is still moving through our sector. Do you want us just to bypass the sector and get set up?
Quickly clear the rest of it and then get to defensive position. Everything past the main MSR is clear. So we just gotta clear the rest of the sector over there.
For the next.
Yeah,
the
go
next
ahead.
Section.
No, go ahead and hammer them. It sounds like the way Sweet was briefing him, he didn't talk about the gas station. Go ahead and hammer it with a QRF, and then we can do a counterattack towards the gas station. Plus, I want them to be hammered. I want them to be pressured. I want to see how these guys react to hard contact. Especially O'Connor, as he's a newer guy.
Bravo is going to try and hit that area with the rocket on 320.
Alright, I'll try and push them
Yeah, I see Saint and Sweet. They're setting up, keeping eyes on, checking for Vix. Yeah, if you're gonna do it, I'd say put it in the town west. What is that? Larsh? Maybe have the QRF come from there. It's far enough away, it wouldn't be super obvious. And close enough that the AI probably shouldn't fuck itself. Alright, so it looks like they got a defensive posture. Yeah, I'm checking. Yeah, Sanderson's real good. He's got his team polished. I haven't had any trouble with him at all.
Southwest, over.
Roger, we're gonna take position in them.
Do that.
Yeah. Oh no, Connor, what are you doing? Don't get on the roof. Don't. Ugh. Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't have enemy units there. Otherwise, he would have died.
Alpha, Alpha, be advised, we're going to send the corpsman across the MSR, if you're able to cover him to the southwest. Over.
Alright, yeah, so Harold's got his team pretty good. They do need to provide a little bit of... Well, no, they got it. They were actually pretty secure. So, Bravo's good. Alpha's very good. We just got to work on Charlie. I have to talk to him about it. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. I'm going to go run over, try and get a feel for everybody, see what they do. I'll drop over Bravo's position first. Friendly coming in. What's the situation over here?
Don't see nothing yet.
It's pretty much been wiped out. I mean, the two teams south are pretty much just killing everything down the road.
Well, we do have potential for QRF, so.
As of right now, it's...
I said we have a potential for QRF. I'm winking very hard
right now. Be advised, Bravo's got eyes on an enemy checkpoint fortified with multiple members. Break. Approximate grid 068088. Over.
Okay, that was just good timing.
Alpha, this is Oscar. Well, let me know if you see anything, start pushing up from there. Alright. Bravo's got visual on the squad size element and a technical moving in from the southwest. Charlie, take it out.
Hey, you're better off pushing the balcony over there. Can't point, but yeah.
Yeah, I miss pointing so much. You never realize how much you use it until you can't use it.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm hopping down. I'm gonna go check out Harold's position.
Contact south in the forest. Be advised, there's also a vehicle in the southern part of the forest with the stone wall.
Friendly pushing up. Friendly pushing up.
Send it.
What you guys got?
South of the forest, seeing there's a whole squad.
Copy that. Bearing 197 or so. Oh, eyes on 197. I gotta say, Harold, you position your guys pretty well.
Say that?
You position your guys pretty well.
Thanks, babe.
So, good job. Keep up the good work.
Got.
Ooh. Did they just get hit by an explosive?
Oof. Paulo's dead. Okay.
Actually, this is Charlie. Corpsman Moore is down.
Charlie, this is actual. Copy that. Apollo is down. Over.
Therefore, Apollo's going to be KIA.
We got contact direct southwest on the ASR.
Solid copy, Charlie. Over.
I'm gonna try to get back and get on the roof.
Check to see if he has it.
You're on the roof.
What's going on?
Oh I was gonna try to hop onto the roof.
Try to not hop up onto roofs. You tend to skyline when you use enhanced movement. Get up there.
Okay.
Only do it in an area where you can have like some kind of cover or smoke on the other side, like a tree or something. Or use it as a last resort.
Fire from the direct south.
Roger.
Charlie's taking fire from the direct south, about halfway up the hill. It's gonna be to the east of the forested area.
Are you guys good?
They're up.
Did this building collapse?
Yep.
Right on top of us.
Yeah, if I were you guys, I would displace a little bit. You don't need to be concentrated into one area so hard. There is another like shed over to the 348.
Break. There is a BTR heading down the main part to the west.
Got it.
Sierra, this is actual. Over.
I've got eyes.
Be advised, actual. I advise on BTR engaging time now.
Solid copy, Sierra. It's actually what I was going to ask. Over. Oh, I should have outed.
That's alright. It's down.
BTR down.
Alright, I'm gonna try to cover south.
1-2 actual to Zeus. Over.
It's here, south, close. Got a couple guys.
See my tracers? Or, like, dirt?
Those gunshots friendly.
Right there.
Sorry.
How many enemy do we have left in the AO? Over.
There's very few past the...
Bro, this is offset. I believe some of the gunshots are friendly. We're engaging
Solid
enemies
copy,
south.
Zeus. 1-2 actual out.
Copy.
Stay firm, I just directed Sweet towards him.
Can I get an AC port, Charlie?
Alpha, I want you to bound towards the roadblock. Charlie will support you. How copy? Over.
Green, yellow, green.
Alpha copies. Let's get in position. Actual interrogative, did you want us mounting south?
This is actual affirmative on that. I want you to bound southwest to the checkpoint. We're going to clear it. How copy? Over.
Understood. Alpha is stepping off now.
Alright, Alpha is southwest. Crossing guys south.
Yell at Jeffries. I'm gonna use my.
What?
Alpha set.
Oh, ew. Why does anyone?
Charlie, I need you to bound while Alpha is covering you. We're going to make it to the checkpoint. How copy? Over.
Solid copy,
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna push up with them. All right, you can hold back.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Stick with you, sweet.
All right, let's go.
Alright guys, get on the road now and start bounding.
I'm with you.
Who in the world is hitting that so hard?
Bound
What's
to
that?
checkpoint.
Somebody just hit the ping button so hard.
Hey, we're gonna go.
Surprisingly, I didn't get a notification.
Alright, that was weird.
It'll tell you who did it.
Yeah. And the lieutenant's got it. I mean. Oh, yeah. Hold up. The BTR, I forgot. They didn't disable
Charlie
the
set
settings.
with bounding.
Charlie, let us know when you're set, and Alpha keep pushing.
Charlie is set.
Alpha's pushing.
There we go. I forgot they have cook-off enabled right now.
Yeah, it's fine. Whose template is this?
Russell's, but I need to just double check the server. That isn't a template issue. That's a settings issue. And
Well, I mean, apparently there's it's basic medical.
oh, are you?
There's a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah, like I said, it's the A settings.
Yeah.
Charlie bounding.
Yeah, I mean, I'll double check it. I didn't double check the server. Well, actually, I take that back. When I checked the server, it was
Yeah,
on
actually, I can.
it was on Altus and it was fine. Did you change it, LT, to this? To Malden?
I don't... You know what? I I did. I was looking around for him.
Charlie said we got eyes on UAZ at the
I didn't
checkpoint,
know that,
sending us some fire.
I didn't know where you wanted to do squad training, but no, I was just downloading templates earlier.
Okay.
Actually, this is Bravo. Bravo can move
I'm
up
not
to
messing with
provide
anything.
better overwatch onto that checkpoint.
Yeah.
Copy.
Well, it didn't. The thing is, it didn't have the ACE settings. Normally, what we do is. Oh, I know what it is.
MEU. That's in the MEU.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what it is.
It updated and they didn't update the CBA
No,
settings.
I know exactly what it is since it's not pulling from local. What it is in the mod pack itself.
Bravo moving up
I would slip in the CBA settings, and that's what allowed it. But because it's pulling from Steam now, it's not going to that file, and that's causing issues. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get that in there.
What happens when you mess with my server?
I mean,
Yeah,
if we want to keep
unless
Achilles.
No. What you can do is you can subscribe to the 15 settings or add them as a separate mod and then put them into the mod line.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Alpha, let's push into the edge of roadblock time now.
That's what I'll have to do. It's just if I add this as a mod itself,
Charlie,
and like sneak it in,
we're pinned down by
it asks for everybody to have Achilles.
We got one
It's
KIA.
weird. Because the server.
Bravo's engaging.
I don't know. It's just the way it treats it is weird.
Can't you just whitelist it?
Yeah, I mean, if I put it in passively, it works fine. But if I activate it as a mod, it gets weird and starts asking for things.
You don't.
Be advised, there's also BTR on the left side of the roadblock, the south side of the roadblock.
Yeah, I mean that's what I had, and we slipped it into the MEU pack on the server itself, so that when somebody would use it, it would be fine. But because it's pulling from Steam, it's pulling from the workshop folder. Actually, I could probably just move the CBA settings into that workshop folder.
Charlie,
And it should be
Bravo,
fine.
you guys are good push up. Alpha has you guys covered.
Yeah, I'll have to test it out after this.
Roger that. Charlie's
The
popping
only
smoke
big thing
before we
I
push.
have with this entire group
Mhm.
is the communication. Little,
Yeah, no, I'm gonna hop on them
But,
about formality, a radio etiquette, because that's what's causing some trouble.
Well, yeah.
And
Now they're just enjoying blowing stuff up.
Yeah.
Again last week.
But
Charlie, start pushing up. We got you guys covered.
Yeah,
I know
no,
you
it's.
got a lot of new guys, and I understand that.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell them to operate as buddy teams when we're 4-man groups, and just maintain I don't know, a lot of spacing. When it's 3-man, it's not quite as bad, but when it's 4 people, they tend to bunch up a lot more. It feels like.
Yeah, O'Connor and Dickey and Smith there look good.
Yeah, no, I mean some of them are good. Honestly, next time for squad training, I want whoever Zeus is to be punishing. I want maybe just have a GP on standby to just chuck in places. Learn spacing the hard way.
The school of, I mean, it doesn't have to be overwhelming for you to see whatever it is that you need to see to work on.
Well, like I said, like an occasional GP will get people to get in line real quick without actually, screwing them over.
Yeah. No, I was launching them
directly. Can't
Well,
directly engage them, unfortunately.
Well, see, and that's the thing. I'm gonna have to figure out how to address this. I want that pushed up. I honestly believe the unit needs to be a little more punishing. It doesn't have to be, sadistic or anything, but we do need to have consequences for bad decisions. I mean, that's just one of the purest ways to learn. The problem right now is server settings are it makes it hard for that to happen. Because if somebody's having shit frames and they can't react quick enough, that can be an issue. If they have anything happen that's making them drop, that can be an issue. But for platoon trainings and such, we should be able to engage. That should be the standard to punish, so that people get used to it and they don't have to think about it.
The easy way to do that is you put down a team and then you control the team leader so that you move that team into position, and then the rest of the AI in that team do all the engaging.
Oh, I've never thought of that. That actually sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you can set it up so that, your ace keys don't overwrite your vanilla ones, or you have alternates, you can have it so that you can actually utilize the squad like you would regularly.
Yeah, no, I think you can control them like that. All I really do is I just run in the direction that I want them to go.
Yeah.
And I move them up on blue 4, and then the rest of the squad, whatever, engages and directs them, and then I just jump out of Zeus.
Okay. Yeah, let me see.
Whoever's holding one to the southwest and assist to the south.
Yeah, they got one final guy right down the road. He's right in the open. I'm kind of surprised nobody's seen him yet.
He's shooting.
No, not him. The guy. At the
Here, you know what? I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking
Let me see.
He's just
about. That's the only
so
guy I've
afraid.
I'm gonna. Yeah, are you remote controlling him?
No, update your
Charlie's
editor.
pushing towards the compound
I got him, one
on
sec.
the northern side.
There we go.
Oh, we lost 2.
We're taking contact from direct west far.
We'll TP him into that compound.
Yeah. I got the guy up and I started like he's standing there. I got the AK firing in the direction that the guys were spotted. Nothing though.
Free Sanderson. God damn it, Sanderson, you keep dying.
He's leading from the front, and sometimes bullets head through the front. All right, so who we got in the back here? Oh, okay, that's
Gotta
us.
modify his leading from the front. You need a meat shield in the front first. You can lead from the front, just need a meat shield.
Alpha, starting to clear the compound.
Alright, yeah, it seems like the other guys are moving in. Harold's been pretty good. Oof. Oh!
Charlie, at the compound.
Is it your red smoke, Virginity?
My smoke? No, I haven't.
I'm just wondering why they're pushing into red smoke.
They threw a red smoke.
Oh, okay.
Jeffries, okay.
I mean, yeah, if they threw it, then that's one thing.
Yeah,
Although, who carries red smoke?
Standard.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Huh. I must have been looking at different lists, because I don't recall carrying it. I recall carrying that, one green and one blue.
Oh yeah, no, that's standard.
Huh.
A short red. Yeah, short throw red. I mean, it's suicide to basically throw one. You're just asking for Ace to kill you.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete that.
Or everybody
Well, a lot
else
of times
to kill
we
you.
do it, we use them for just marking certain areas.
Yeah, of course. It might be part of the Grenadier thing, too.
I know 4 used them.
Bravo advancing into the...
I was there.
I would carry more.
Alright, so... Okay, now Bravo's
Or
pushing
white,
up.
green.
I like
Oh,
Bravo,
yeah,
but
maybe
they're,
like 23, that's about it.
Oh, is there hostiles up there?
I've got vehicle T. Yeah, there's hostiles in the building. There's about 5 left.
Yep.
5 or 6 left.
Oh, I meant like where Bravo was pushing in from. Up in the hills.
No, there's none up there. I
They
think
were
they were going up there supportive.
Yeah. I mean, it gets Overwatch, but that's also a really risky position, because
Oh, this is Bird Eye.
you can see that from in town so easy.
Yeah, he DC'd. Crashed or something.
There he is. He's moving.
Alright, yeah. They're moving into... Yeah, they're getting real tight. I want them to stack up on opposite walls there. They're advancing really fast.
Sierra's back.
I like it.
Yeah, no, it's good, but make sure you have a cover.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'll
mean,
test that for them
there's
once I-
Oost and Karen. They're covering pretty well. That Tarkov is paying off. I mean, yeah, they're moving pretty good. Let me see. Is anybody watching the south end? No, they're not. Guys, come on, you know better than this. Oh, somebody's out. Harold, provide security, bro. Oost, you got it. Come on. Oh, there he goes. You got him.
Took a minute to recognize it.
Yeah, but I get that sometimes. I'm pretty bad at spotting it too. Alright, come on guys, you know better than this. Yeah, you check the shed. Oh, come on, there's voices. Nice. That was pretty good. That was pretty smooth.
I don't like that he jumped in the middle of the doorway there, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, the way that guy was, there wasn't much you could do, especially if they were stacked on each other that close.
If they had any flash left.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it depends. Did they hear the voices? Did they suspect? Because I know if we flashed every room, we'd be out of grenades in the first house.
Right. And probably because you haven't gotten a resupply.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's like if he heard the voices, then yeah, he should have fragged or flashed. There's no excuse for that. But if he didn't hear the voices for whatever reason, then it's really hard to suspect it if you didn't see the window.
Right. So now are we pushing them back with a platoon of
Copy.
Do they know when to retreat?
That would be a good test. You know what? We can go ahead and do that. It'd be fun. Just don't push anybody back in.
I'm not going to put any gunners in it.
I wouldn't do the T-72s, but
yeah, I mean,
what do you want? T-90s?
No, BTRs or something.
BTRs? How about led by a BMP?
Oh yeah, that could work. See if anybody.
I'm gonna take the gunners out.
Let's see if anybody reports it as a BTR.
Well, no, they're literally BTRs. They better be reporting them as BTRs.
Oh no, the BMPs I'm talking about. Oh, these guys did good.
Are we not doing that? Because I just spawned them now.
I'm spawning some down the road. I'm gonna run them in a convoy.
I don't know how to do that, but good luck.
You gotta take control of the first one. You gotta put them in a column.
I don't like learning.
I know you don't. Alright, I took all the gunners out.
They don't really have any defensive position either. They do, but they don't.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do.
Better figure out quick.
Alright, I'm gonna head up to the line and just see what's up.
Want me to teleport you up there?
Yeah, sure, it'd help.
Okay, give me one.
Alright, drive.
You do this slow.
Alright, guys. Try and get some defensive positioning here. Watch down the rest of the road.
Trying to find a good place for that.
This story looks like a good spot.
I mean, yeah, there's. I miss the pointing so much. Yeah, just grab a 2-story. Try and get some kind of visual going up. We have another.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Oost and Shurf make do with. I think there's 2 windows that watch down this building, so go up there. Karen and I will take the other side.
Alright.
Yep.
This ground floor looks out.
Alright, I'm just gonna go right here then.
Bravo set, watching on the western road.
Taking shots from the southwest. TR southwest.
Sit rep, Charlie.
Action down the 8. Contact south.
Alright, where are you watching? The town?
Yeah, I'm just watching out towards
BMP following up that BTR.
Yeah, copy that.
Hold your security though.
Sailor, you good?
Sailor's hit.
How bad?
Smoke and fall back, guys. You're too far forward.
Alright.
West.
Can we get equipment to help us plus?
What? I'll range it for you. 300 meters, 320 meters.
Right, hey, more, I'm hurt.
Dorman.
What?
We got fucked up.
I got back blasted.
Jeffries is hit.
More, I need you.
Alright, let me get him real quick.
My bad, sweet.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
I'm good. I got
Alright,
myself.
got it. Alright, get him up and get him moving
Bravo,
backwards.
you got eyes on the contact southwest.
Trying to adjust to engage them.
You good, brother?
It's like right where that white smoke is in the tree line.
Uh-oh. I just hit the wrong key. Oh well. Okay. I'm good.
They're just getting annihilated today.
Let's have Alpha move back into hard cover. They're a bit far out there. If anything comes in on the flank, they're gonna get fucked at that roadblock. Alpha, I need you guys to fall back a bit. If you guys get flanked, you're gonna be slaughtered. How copy? Over.
Pull back.
Corporal, look up.
Does anybody?
What is that?
Oh Jesus!
Incoming artillery?
Get down. IDF.
All teams prepare to fall back. How copy? Over.
Copy.
The fuck is that? Fuck.
Here,
You're still bleeding.
Left leg,
I gotta
leg.
change my fucking help. 1 second. Gotta change my help settings.
It's Nothing
Is
big,
the
seeing as
medical
basic.
menu broken?
Yeah, it's
as
basic
well?
medical.
What the fuck?
One coming in.
Come in, come in.
Where is it at? Where is it at? There you go. Don't need hints.
Okay. I'm guessing that means fall back.
I'm deaf.
I'm also deaf.
Okay, yeah. When I died,
No, the one on the right side.
Hey, use hand signals. I can't hear you.
Plus five.
So.
Yeah, I know.
Looks
I
like
just
it's
saw
down.
all those screens
Alright.
and I didn't know where it was coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saint, like it's engines cooking.
Okay, we're going that way. Got
Yep.
it.
They didn't get actual good target, huh?
I know.
Alright.
Oh, I'm starting to hear.
I want them to start falling back, bounding
Their targets must be.
Oh, just kidding.
until we hit the MRAPs, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here.
Alright, all teams, we're gonna start pulling back to the MRAPs. Charlie team, you guys are gonna be the first to pull back. Alpha Bravo cover. Charlie, let us know when you get in a good position to cover for us.
1-2 actual to Zeus. Nope.
Charlie copies moving now.
Copies.
Billborn,
1 second. What you got?
we might want to call it. We're 45 minutes past.
I mean, yeah. Once we get to the MRAPs,
Go
we'll
ahead
call
and
it.
send that. 1, 2.
You guys only have 1 hour for.
Go ahead.
Oh, we should have 2 hours.
I mean,
It's
that's
2 hours minimum.
technically what's supposed.
No, it's 2 hours minimum, man.
It's 2 hours.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Well, I was
Can you go ahead and send a
bamboozled.
QR? I have to keep pushing
1-2
until
actual.
we hit the MRAPs. Over.
Swindle.
QRF to
Billborn,
where?
you're being hailed. Billborn,
QRF to the checkpoint while we bound backwards. Just put pressure on. I'll copy. Over.
Oh, Bravo's way to the south already.
Contact from the southeast. We got about 2 over.
Yep. We got 2 squad size elements to the southeast. Alpha, if we're able to cross the road.
Really set at the roadblock, but we got about a squad or so up on the hill to our southeast.
What's the range?
I'm on it. I'm on your left side.
Yep, I'm going in.
Alpha, once you get into engagement range, radio the rest of the squad. Bravo, when Alpha gets engaged, I want you to start falling back into a support position, and then they'll fall back after you. How copy? Over.
Where is that support position?
Anywhere you can get visual on contact. Over.
Copy.
Charlie, what is your position? Over. Hello, Saint.
Gonna move to the southeastern construction building in a single firing position. Over.
Actually,
Regroup on the gas station.
Go ahead.
well, this is Charlie. I dropped my 343. We got 1 KIA up here.
Hey, I got a BTR 60.
Interrogative, what is up here? Over.
Range?
At the
Be advised,
original
BTR 60 coming
checkpoint
down the
to
road
our
west.
east where we set up position. Sorry.
Solid copy, Charlie. Are you anywhere near the MRAPs at this time? Over.
Rocket?
Negative. We're not near the MRAPs at this time. We're pinned down.
Solid copy, Charlie.
Watch out.
Alright. All teams start falling back. Head north towards the MRAP park positions. How copy? Over.
1-2 actual.
This is 1-2 actual. Send traffic. Over.
Let me know when you want index.
Solid copy. Alright. Harold, make sure you guys are bounding backwards.
We're waiting for fucking Alpha to tell us that they're set.
God damn it, Alpha.
You are on Whisper,
Yep.
by the way.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. Alpha, are you in position at this time? Over.
Also, we have one.
And we're in
we have
firing
one
position
KIA.
to the southwest. Over.
Get fucking
Solid
murked by that
copy.
BTR.
Is Alpha set? Over.
Alright. Shit, I don't have much of a team to work with. One's AFK.
Oh, yeah.
Bravo
Just
status.
alright. If it's just you guys, just pop smoke and relocate. You're gonna be trying to push northeast.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out if my entire team is.
Alpha, Bravo, you guys need cover for each other while you pull back. Myself and Charlie are gonna pull back to MRAS to try to pull them up for you guys.
My team was killed. And one's KA.
No, yeah, I know.
Bravo, you're gonna
So just find a position,
Yep.
cover it, and then Alpha will pull back after you.
Copy.
Or, yeah. Alpha,
Please
once
fucking-
Bravo is in position, make your way northeast, bounding past. How copy? Over.
Is Charlie farther down than this roadblock?
I
Do
don't.
need to
I
keep
have
going
no idea
further?
where the hell they were. Sweet went off to get him. He rallied them up.
Alright, I'm gonna keep pushing down then.
Yeah, solid copy.
Oh, who's Karen? Alright, Karen on me. Reserves.
AFK.
He's AFK, Sheriff was killed.
All right, you have one more. You have Sheriff. Yep, Sheriff coming in.
Oh, there it is.
All right, Saint with me. Get near the roadblock.
Kilborn, we're gonna move to the construction site where we were previously.
Here, set up at this roadblock. Let Alpha come by.
Alright. I don't know how far back.
Well,
Charlie is.
yeah. No, I mean, you want a little bit of distance, but you're gonna have to be able to cover them, and you don't want them to run the entire map.
Alright, copy. Bravo, set up across this
Yep.
roadblock.
Once you get it set, just call set, and then Alpha should start moving. And if they don't, I'll let them know.
1, 2, 3.
Alpha Bravo set, you ready to go?
Who's moving? Charlie, keep moving, and once you're done, grab the 3 MRAPs and drive up to Alpha and Bravo's position and load them up, alright?
All copy. Over.
So
Let me know if you guys have any questions,
a couple
alright?
of light Vics, maybe UAZs from the
Roger that. No
west.
questions at this time.
Via
Out.
Large. Over.
More, you're the head of the wedge.
Alright.
Foreman, tip of the spear.
Tip of the spear back to safety.
Play some bodies.
Tip of the spear, edge of the knife, cracking my ass.
Alpha Bravo, how are your guys' retreat coming?
We don't retreat, we tactically withdraw.
Alpha is practically withdrawing to the northeast After that, just keep moving back. Try to hurry up, alright?
I got a foot mobile coming out of the white compound.
Engage.
Direction?
Left side of the road. He just came out of the opening. He hid behind some brush.
Oh, it's not. No, it's not.
Those are not friendly.
There are no friendlies past the roadblock.
It did for a half second.
I got a little worried, but then that guy with the blood club came out.
Yeah, I thought it was a friendly until because he leaned. I'm like, oh shit.
More. He's got an RPG.
Fucking sure if you got a grenade still.
Yeah, I got him. Give me. What do you think? 150?
150. Hit him.
Stand by for range. Yeah, what? 200.
200 on the dot. Shot.
Nutty.
Good hit.
Nice.
Keep watching.
We're playing this dumb soundboard. Get them to stop.
Whoa. I think I pissed him off.
Alpha, are you set?
Fire at the
Over.
shack, fire at the shack.
Fire at the shack. Shot.
Got one down in the entrance.
Alright, I think. Keep watching. Sure, there's one more son of a bitch.
One more. Shot.
Alright,
Bravo, Sierra, keep pushing back. Let's go.
Good hit.
Alright,
we're pulling back.
keep falling back.
I'm pretty sure there's a fucking squad in those trees.
Yeah, just
we're gonna pull.
yeah, break into buddy teams.
Try and
Fuck.
do
Are you
that.
guys? Oh, you're down to ooze.
Killboy, you and I are gonna be a team.
All right, got it.
Alright, Sheriff Karen, watch.
Covering.
Yeah, just fall back to I don't know, a wall of some kind.
We're gonna go back to where.
We'll just
those
do shorter
guys-
bounds until they get by.
Yeah, on the little fucking corner.
Okay, is Alpha set? Okay, it looks like Alpha's actually pretty set. So yeah, let's get to this wall right here. We'll provide cover.
Well, you almost completed that.
Hang on.
We didn't know that Alpha was set.
Oh,
We
fuck.
didn't know where you guys were or anything.
Yeah, so we were bounding back.
Alright, let's call it. Radio on your team. Let them know.
I just did.
Yeah. Were they able to get your message?
Actual, this is Charlie coming over.
If you retreat,
Charlie,
you're a
this is
pussy.
actual send traffic. Over.
Alright, let's quickly call
Oscar,
back some
this
more
is
cover.
Charlie coming over.
Oh, he's on the 11. That's right.
Bandit, what's up?
Charlie, this is Oscar. Send traffic. Over.
Oscar, Charlie's at the place where the MRAPs were originally dismounted at. They're not here anymore.
Solid copy, Charlie. Wait, one. Over.
Send me light. Send me light.
Reloading.
I'm pretty sure it's a fucking enemy squad where the area just came from.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually gonna go yell at him after this.
Solid copy, Charlie. Make way to the center of St. Louis and set up defensive positions at this time. How copy? Over.
Stop hitting the building.
Welcome back.
Solid copy. Over. Out.
I'll have you know I got a 64 to 65.
Alpha, Bravo. We're going to be making our way back to the center of St. Louis to set up last defense. How copy? Over.
Study your breath. with
Copy.
the plus key.
Well, we're gonna be going back to the center of St. Louis. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go then.
Hey, your guys aren't pulling back. Are they hearing your message, Harold?
They're up there.
Can they hear your traffic?
I like
I'll
the way
handle him.
you're joking around. I can hear off to our right. People in panic.
Okay, cool. They're moving.
Nah, it's fine.
Alright, guys. Just Alpha can take
Alpha,
over.
start falling back.
Or not.
I think a couple of them got hit, but might be okay.
Oh shit. Kerbal space probe.
Alright, let's try and get behind some kind of cover here and actually fire at the enemy.
You guys alright up here? You need morphine for that?
Awesome. Okay.
Alpha is set.
Alright. Start moving back down the MSR. Teams, be advised, the rally point is the intersection of the two MSRs in the town of St. Louis. How copy? Over.
Solid copy. Charlie is set up in defensive positions at the rally point currently. Over.
Say again, last. Sweet. Over.
Charlie currently set up at the rally point. Over.
Alright.
Crossing.
Copy.
Yep. Bravo, you guys just moved past Alpha.
Say again, sweet.
Yep.
Copy. Bravo, keep heading down.
Once you guys get set, Alpha will push past.
Alpha, I'll call you guys when we're ready, alright?
Hey, Killbarn, you're just gonna have to simulate it. I was deleting everything in the town, and I didn't.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Once they get back into the center of town, index there. So.
Okay, cool. Let me know.
Yep.
Oh well.
Contact northeast.
Alpha, you guys are good. Didn't move. Just backing up.
All friendlies.
I was about to say, it shouldn't be the enemies.
Friendly pushing past.
Oh, I can't. Oh.
You're too fat.
Yeah, I know.
Stay down, Ricardo's staying. Let's go.
Yep. Just set up a just make sure Alpha's covered.
Wait, what am I?
Bravo, stay in the back.
I got low. Don't move left.
Alright. Alpha, set up a defensive position near the corner right there, facing southeast.
Why are you retreating?
Alpha, we're covering southeast.
Again.
Alright.
Alright, let's go.
Let's take this yellow building.
Oh, you're at the rally point. You're at the rally point.
Oh.
Yeah, this is literally just it.
Well, where are the vehicles?
Oh, they deleted the vehicles.
Smoke grenade.
Nice.
I think we did.
Alright, yeah, just index, guys.
Alright, Bravo, form up on by the squad leader.
All teams, index, regroup in the center of town. Get in your fire team lines. Over.
Oh, fuck. Finally I can go piss.
Alright, my weapon's condition.
Yep, condition 4.
Bum 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 bum.
Let's sprint some people.
Who's your guys' weapon specialist?
McGregor.
Weapon specialist?
Or who had the
SSO?
loss today?
So, right
Saint.
now, Saint's
Saint.
carrying
Oh, it's
the
us, Saint.
training, but usually it's McGregor, but he no-showed. I guess he doesn't technically have to train Fireteam trains. Technically, but, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys all accounted for? Team leaders? All you guys?
Yep.
Alright,
Alright.
I think we have everyone.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's anybody else out there. Just us, and then
Alright.
Zeus.
Warren, I'll let you take it.
Alright. For the most part, I think you guys did okay. Inter-team communication was good. Could always be better. Same old, same old. The one thing I really noticed is spacing was a major issue for everybody. Yes, I did want you together to be able to offer support, but you don't have to be right up each other's asses about everything. You can be a house or two over. As long as you can respond fairly quickly if somebody needs support, or to be able to shift position to fire upon whatever is engaging them. I know there was a couple times where it was a little tricky, but you got to do the best you can. You don't want it so that, one Zeus having to fire in your direction is going to fuck you all up. Remember, the enemy AI, once it's high enough, also does use grenade launchers, and just one RPG firing can fuck everybody. So just do your best to maintain spacing. Also, when you're clearing smaller buildings, you can send one guy into, if it's a shack, if it's one of those main rooms that's wide and open, you just check the corners. You don't have to send the entire team in for those areas. Just take a peek, pie the room, maybe break off a buddy team to do it. It doesn't take everybody, and it shouldn't take too long. As far as like actual engagement, you guys were pretty spot on. I know the Zeuses were having trouble actually having things that would engage you because you'd respond so quickly and effectively that they would pin down or they would never even get in range to begin with. So good job with that. The actual clearings themselves wasn't too bad. One thing you do have to keep in mind a bit is security. I noticed there was a couple of times where people weren't paying attention to their sectors, and if things had been meaner, that could have bit you in the ass. So always keep that in mind. You always want to have somebody watching rear, even if it's just a glance. It'll give you a little bit of extra time to react. Aggression was fine. You guys pushed through this fairly quickly. I mean, I actually had to go and find other things for you to do. So good job with that. Yeah. Also, I did give you guys 152s. You are free to use those because I think a couple times communications broke down simply because of terrain issues, and the 343s just don't have the punch to get through. So if you have the 152, if we say you can use it, go ahead and use it. It will add to it. And if we have to shift channels so that you guys have some kind of communications between each other without bumping everything else, so be it. We'll make it work in a training. It'll help out. Other than that, I don't really have anything else off the top of my head. Sweet, you got anything?
I would say kind of the biggest concern for me was our communication was pretty lacking going through the town. I mean, there was not a lot of inter-team communications. Yes, teams were kind of on their own clearing the town. But I mean, Squadnet was a ghost town. So make sure to always just, if it's silent, try to speak into it. Say, hey, I'm at this position. Hey, Oscar Actual or whoever. I'm green across the board. Hey, I'm at this spot. Hey, can Charlie cover me here? Something. Because when the squad net isn't talking as much, it just communication breaks down. Kind of goes down to chaos. People running around, not knowing what to do. So try to always make sure you're talking on it. I mean, we got 2 newer team fire leaders, so you'll learn it over time. But always try to keep the squad net chatting between being Killborn and you 3. All right, that was my big thing. Other than that, it kind of went pretty smoothly through town. I mean, I don't think we lost. I think we lost what 2-3 guys till we got to the edge of town, and then we started taking fire, and then we lost a couple guys here and there from going up to the checkpoint and then coming back. That's my main thing. Gilmore, what was that?
Oh, yeah, thank you for reminding me. There is one thing we do need to go over radio etiquette with you guys. I know a couple times people got stepped on or something wasn't said. You got to try and use some basic radio etiquette, especially over SquadNet. It doesn't have to be super formal, but try and use your overs and outs. If you have something to say, use your breaks. I know when you guys were yelling about the BTR, just call in break break. Everybody else should stop transmitting when that happens. And if they don't, I'll come down on them like a sack of hammers. But overall, if you do that, it helps things get cleaned up quite a bit. Just basic stuff. You're not acting as JTAX, but as long as people understand what's going on and they're not stepping all over each other, it'll clear things up a lot. Also, the difference between an ACE report and a SIP rep is when I'm asking for a sit rep, I'm asking what you're doing and what you're intending to do. ACE reports are their own thing. They let me know what your status is on equipment and health.
Ammo, casualties, equipment.
Exactly. But when I'm asking for a sit rep, I want to know where you're at, what you're doing, and what you intend to do. It just lets me know if I need to shift anybody over to your position, if you're going to be moving in the near future. It helps me coordinate. Charlie, you guys got bogged up in your zone for quite a while, and you did not ask for assistance. I understand it was a large space, but if you need somebody to help you clear the buildings, call for it. We had no idea where you were at, and while I'll take some of that blame, you got to communicate. Yeah, I'll go through with you guys another time. Have you walk through it on the channels and give you the documents you need. Other than that, though, like I said, it was pretty good overall. Lieutenant?
Sure. No, the only thing I was definitely very impressed. The only thing I would say is the suggestion of maybe we try the MEU TAC frequencies on the 152 for SquadNet. So if you can't, if SquadNet or if the 343s aren't breaking through buildings and things like that, you could try using a 152 on anything from 2 through 9 are available channels for miscellaneous purpose. It's something that you might try. Other than that, that's it.
Quick question before we give it to Gunny. Saint, what do you got?
Are we allowed to use those frequencies in actual operations? Because if we're not allowed to, then using it in trainings, we might get too used to it, and then we'll be fucked when we go to ops.
I'll find out. I'll find out. In the planning meetings, I'll ask.
I know if we could, that would really appreciate it.
Generally, they don't use.
That'd be good, but my concern is if we start using 152s in trainings, then we go to ops and we can't use them. Like we won't, that's not great. We should, if we can't use 152s, we should learn how to settle 343s. I think
You should practice like you perform.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'll double check and confirm, but I think we have leeway at the platoon level to use what we need. It's just a matter of I'll just make sure that we're not using frequencies that somebody else is going to use, and I'm pretty sure those MEU TAC 2 through 9 are not being used, but I'll find out.
Yeah, if we could use them, that'd be great. But
yeah, I think it's a matter of realism. The reason we use Acre, but the 343s are just absolute trash, and in the real world they find ways to adapt, but limitations mean that we can't use the same things. We don't have pin players. We don't have special ways of communication.
Yeah. If we don't have to use the 343s, we're gonna
if
dumpster somewhere and never see those things again.
Oh, we wouldn't get rid of them completely. You'd still need them for Fireteam level, which makes sense.
Fuck those radios, dude.
Yeah. All right, Gunny, you got anything?
Your just issue.
Say again, Gunny.
What was that?
Issue.
Your mic's cutting out.
Yeah.
The fuck. That better?
Much better.
Okay. No, you addressed the issue.
All right.
More? You got anything on the corpsman level?
Not really. I mean, it was basic med. That's the only really thing, I guess.
Yeah. The template was major fucked up. I don't know if it was just this template or it's because we moved to Steam and that's.
It's the Steam. I can tell you right now, it's the Steam.
Okay. Yeah, it's because last night I was playing on a different server and I had the medical menu, and then when I joined this one, I couldn't figure out why medical menu wasn't working, but it was disabled for some reason.
Yeah, I'll just real quick. Yeah, it's CBA settings. Whenever you update MEU pack on servers, you have to go back and update the CBA settings.
Okay.
No biggie.
Yeah, I'll be trying to fix that right after we get done here. Saint, did you have anything from the SSO position?
No, not really. I thought it went pretty well. Issues that I would have brought up have already been brought up, so I'm good.
All right. Guys, you're all dismissed.
Wait.
Team leaders. Oh, what do you got, Sweet?
Anderson, you got anything for your team?
Good catch.
Want to address it?
Nothing in particular. I think he touched on a lot of the good topics.
All right, Harold.
Probably when it came to the communication in town, I think one reason that happened is because it's the whole. I think when we heard that it's like fire team leaders, kind of take lead. I think it kind of became a gray line of who should be individually coordinating the squads, and we all got wrapped up with actually building, clearing, managing our squads. So I think because there was a gray line of who specifically is telling squads like move here, move this, because it was changing between fire team leads and the SL and ASL. So that's really it for me.
When I went by that, I probably wasn't clear enough. But what I meant is kind of take the lead of what's going to happen, but it's still going to be like a normal thing. Because we're never going to train where you guys are in charge and you're coordinating it, because it's never going to be like that in the op. Alright, so I'm still going to be coordinating with you guys, but like I set you guys up with planning the mission. I set you guys up, pretty much gave you guys free reign to do what you needed to do, but I was still there to coordinate and to lead if there was a point that needed to. I mean, Kilborn was really laid back, Kilborn was Zeus, and so it was kind of just me and then you guys coordinating. So it was kind of a you guys' effort with less kind of role on my part that I tried to do. But yeah, it was definitely not the most ideal thing. We'll need to rectify that for later on.
Yeah, we'll polish it. We're still meshing as a squad, so don't worry, it'll get worked out.
Connor, you got anything?
No, I felt the guys under me did really well holding security and clearing buildings out properly and sticking together and not getting lost. Yeah.
Alright. You're dismissed. Team leaders, stick with me. I'll give you guys where you need to go for the reports. Smith, you got anything? What do you got?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I feel like Charlie kind of ended up clearing where we had originally believed Bravo and Alpha were going to be going, and therefore we got off to kind of a bad start as far as clearing our own sectors.
Yeah.
Because we were originally going to move along these yellow arrows, and then we ended up going over towards the red and blue arrows, and then moving along the yellow. So we got off to a bad start, and I think it just came down to understanding who was doing what.
Yeah, and that's a fair point.
Due in part of when I saw Alpha and Bravo, they were around this area instead of clearing out this. So I was like, oh, well, we should go clear it out, make sure there's nobody that's going to fuck us in the ass.
No, and that is the right thing to do. Honestly, lack of communication was the killer there. If you guys had passed it up, we could have fixed that.
These, the dots that ward numbers, they now just say clear in yellow, because that's all the compound areas that we cleared out.
Oh no, you did an outstanding job. My problem wasn't with what you guys were doing. It was communication. And I mean, if this concern had been passed up, we could have gotten it fixed in a heartbeat. Especially when we weren't that far away.
Overall, I felt we all did pretty well getting through everything.
Yeah, no. When it came to actual combat and you guys clearing, you were doing an outstanding job.
Alright, 3 team leaders, me and Kilborn's channel. You guys go to DC.
Yep.
Hey, Dickie, we'll talk to you in a little.